Alright, I'm going on
Alright.
Discord.
We have to leave, Mom?
Okay. Do, do, do. Mhm, mhm. Do, do, do. Mhm, mhm. Alright. Welcome to race number 2 of the Thursday night GP Hydroplane League. Um, Before we kick things off tonight, I would like to first interview the current points leader in the GP 12 Monkey Business, Esther Kelly. Before we begin, I would like to Before we begin, I would like to interview the current points leader of the driver of the GP12 Monkey Business, Esther Kelly. Esther Kelly, you currently sit first after finishing second in your final. What is your plan to keep that first place high point standing?
Yes. Win my heats and tried winning the final and tried beating my brother for the high points because beat me last time by like barely any points. So I'm gonna give it what it takes.
Now, you say you qualified 7th, so you're not the fastest boat on the water currently. What's your plan to get faster?
Um, I don't really know what my plan is. I'm just gonna try changing my setup or something. But I'm just gonna try getting a lane one.
Well, that is your high points first place leader, Patrick Kelly, GP12. Next up, talking to Next up, we will talk to Matt Palmer, GP 267, last wastage winner. What's your plan to make it 2 in a row?
Uh, I don't know. Just try and go fast tonight.
You seem very unsure of yourself after qualifying first. You seem to be the boat to beat. Are you hesitant of what's to come, or are you just gonna live it out one race at a time?
Uh, this body of water is terrible to race in. You never know what you're gonna get. So the nerves won't be calm until the end.
Well, good luck. You sit second in high points. What's your plan to get to first? Just continue doing what you've been doing?
Yeah, just try and keep the ball rolling, and just try and win as much as possible.
Understood. Well, good luck tonight. Matt Palmer, GP7.
Thank you.
We will take a break. Heat 1A shortly after.
Mic off. Mic on.
Heat 1A about to commence. Heat 1A will consist of Carson Kelly, Connor Harnack, and Paul Williams. Connor Harnack and Paul Williams both making their first start to this season. As we see the clock hit 3 minutes and close to the dot. We will start with, let's start with Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly is currently sitting in, I believe, third in points, just outside of, we just spoke to last week's winner, Matt Palmer, and his brother Asher Kelly in the GP1 HRL Hydro Assembly champion. How about Paul Williams in the GP55 high tension? He will make his first season start as he will look to compete in his, I believe, his first GP series. And then we have Connor Harnack in the GP888 to make his first start to Thursday Night Hydro GP League in the. So we'll see how he does. A very respected and good driver in the Unlimited. Let's see if it converts to the GPs. I apologize. Connor Harnack qualified 4th and Carson Kelly 2nd. So 2 very quick boats here. And we see them score up 10 seconds to the score up. The Carson Kelly zooming up, but I do think it will be Connor Harnack. Look, no jumpers as of now. Connor Harnack will be in lane number 1 for the start, and we're within 50 seconds to the start of the race. Connor Harnack in 1, Carson Kelly in 2, and Paul Williams on the far outside in about lane 5 or 6. There are only 3 boats on the water, however, he is technically in lane 5 or 6. We're at 15 to the start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Clean start. Carson Kelly gets out to a slight advantage. Slight boat and a quarter advantage. Connor Harnack will pull in at Tonawanda. Lane 1 is the preferred lane. Carson Kelly will fall back to Connor Harnack. This right here now. And we see Connor Harnack into turn number 2 as he will slightly pull out of Carson Kelly, however not entirely. Now Carson Kelly will jump to the inside. We will see if that is a lane infraction. I didn't tell if he was completely out of the rooster. He is technically in the rooster at the moment. Connor Harnack continuing to run that defensive lane number 1. Can he hold the hard charging Carson Kelly off for one more lap? Carson Kelly did go to lane number 1, but Connor Harnack does have overlap. He can move in if he wants to, and it doesn't seem like he will at the moment. But Carson Kelly is not seeming like he will catch them as they go down the backstretch into turn number 2 for the final time in Heat 1A. Connor Harnack qualified 4th, but yet it doesn't matter. Connor Harnack will win Heat number 1 here in Tonawanda. Carson Kelly finishes second. Paul Williams in the back, finishing in third. Connor Harnack, driver of the GP 888, and your Heat 1A winner. Your first heat in the season. What's your plan the rest of the night?
Good question. I don't know. Tweak with it, I guess.
Well, you
I
beat
don't
out
know.
the owner of the series, so that's got to be an accomplishment.
Oh yeah. I mean, Carson's fast no matter wherever you put him. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so continue on and with the speed, and I'll probably talk to you here shortly.
Thanks, Nate. Will do.
We take a break on the water shortly, and we will be up next with heat number 1B. We see the clock start. Heat number 1B is underway. We will see the current points leader in Asher Kelly in the GP12 Monkey Business. We interviewed him earlier. We will see him in the seat. Michael DeBlock, the fourth place finisher in last week's final, as he got a questionable no call penalty on the GP1 of Carson Kelly after getting boxed in, and making his first start of the season, the GP 56 Rainmaker in TJ Serwinski. Yes. Another group of pretty fast boats. Asher Kelly did not qualify well in qualifying. He finished in 7th. In fact, I do believe, if I double check, TJ Serwinski did beat him in qualifying time. Yes, he did. So we see 1:40 on the clock. Your fourth place qualifier, Michael Block, on the backstretch, parked. We see Asher Kelly cutting the course, and TJ Serwinski we see 1 minute 20 seconds on the start. The score up here is 1 minute to be exact. The boats will get going. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. It is a clean score up. Michael DeBlock will get the score up. There was a lane. Asher Kelly did not hold it. Can he get enough room on Asher Kelly to move to lane number 1? He does have overlap. Doesn't take it though. He went way out of the throttle, Michael DeBlock. Asher Kelly will be in lane number 1 to the start. Michael DeBlock will be in lane number 2. TJ Sherwinski will be far outside lane number 3. 15 seconds to the start. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Clean start. We saw Asher Kelly get out of the throttle. He's fully in the throttle now. Can he hold his lane currently? Yes, he can, and he does it well. Michael DeBlock keeps the momentum out of lane number 2, something that we don't see often. Does he pull Asher Kelly tight this turn? He does not. He still has the momentum. Michael DeBlock will start and lead lap number 1. TJ Sherwinski far to the outside. Asher Kelly will continue to fall. He is losing on Michael DeBlock as they go into turn number 2. He's into the rooster tail. Michael DeBlock will swing slightly wide, but not wide enough. One more lap to go for Michael DeBlock in Heat 1B. Can Asher Kelly do what his brother couldn't do and win the first heat he is in? Asher Kelly nearly had a perfect night last week. Can he compete with Michael DeBlock? I do not think he can. Out of turn number 2, Michael DeBlock will see the checkered flag and pick up his 400 points and another heat victory. Asher Kelly will finish in second and TJ Sherwinski in third. He will bring it back to the pits. We see TJ Sherwinski doing the same exact thing. Let's get that GP 135 in the booth, shall we? Michael DeBlock, driver of the GP Cool Cat 130, the GP 135 Cool Cat, and a winner of Heat 1B. You nailed the score up and you nailed the start. How did you do it?
Honestly, it was a little tough. I know Asher is a really good competitor and a racer. I got a little confused, with everything that was going on with no spotter. But all I did was just keep him tight to the pins, as tight as I can, and I know that'll slow him down.
Well, you did a very good job at that. These 400 points will help you very, very well in the high point standing. You sit 4th. What's your plan the rest of the night?
Keep going the way I'm going. Big shout out to not only Doc for helping me out, but also to, Matt Palmer for, giving the time that he took this week to, teach me some tricks with this. So big thanks to him.
Well, good luck, and I hope to talk to you later tonight.
Thanks, Nate.
Michael DeBlock, driver of the GP 135 Cool Cat. Up next, Heat 1C after a short break. We see boats leaving the dock. Only 2 boats on the water as of the moment, now 3. We will see Madden Henshaw making his first start this season in the GP3 KTM. The last week's winner in the GP267, Matt Palmer. We talked to him earlier tonight as he looks to make it 2 in a row for the Thursday night GP League that will have to start in this race, heat number 1C. How about Damian Torres Maddox in the GP15 Happy Go Lucky, making his first start in the Thursday night GP League. He ran his rookie season in SNHL and did pretty good and finished in 21st in points. He also qualified the slowest out of everyone here, but that does not mean anything. Anything can happen in a GP Hydrosim League. And we see 1:30 on the clock. Where is Matt Palmer? Far behind everyone else. We see Madden Henshaw far up front. See Damian Torres Maddox cutting in. Don't cut off that Matt Palmer guy. He is a quick beast, and you do not want to upset the beast. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2 seconds. 1. Mark. Clean score up. Matt Palmer is not clear to lane number 1. He might have a slight bigger challenge in this race compared to races prior. Matt Palmer will be scored in lane number 2. Madden Henshaw, GP3 KTM, lane number 1. Damian Torres Maddox, GP15 Happy Go Lucky, lane number 5. $17 on the clock. Now 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. It's a clean score up. It's a clean start. However, it does say Damian Torres Maddox hit a buoy somewhere on the course. However, that does not matter for our leaders at the moment. Matt Palmer leads Madden Henshaw in Tonawanda Heat 1C. He will enter turn number 2 for the first of 3 times around. Madden Henshaw is not giving up. He is inside. Madden Henshaw has hit a buoy. However, I believe that is the one already dislodged. He will not get a penalty. Madden Henshaw into the rooster tail. Now out of the rooster tail. It is about 4 boats that separate Matt Palmer, the leader, from the second place boat in Madden Henshaw. So we go down into turn number 2. Madden Henshaw in lane 1. He will close and then he goes further out. Madden Henshaw hits the dislodge buoy again. Matt Palmer will come down and see the white flag as they enter turn number 1 for the final time. Can Madden Henshaw find something into that boat that wasn't there the prior 2 laps? He is closing more than any prior times this race. I just do not think it is enough. Matt Palmer into turn number 2. It's going to be close. It seems to be due to the buoy slowing him down. Matt Palmer in the GP 267 Palmer Motorsports. Second place, Madden Henshaw in the GP3 KTM. And in third place after the buoy hit is Damian Torres Maddox in the GP15 Happy Go Lucky. You know, we just talked to him, but let's still on the water. Let's wait until he gets back down to the pits, and then we'll interview race 1C's winner in Matt Palmer. Matt Palmer, driver of the GP 267. We just talked. How did your first strategy work for you?
Pretty good. I kind of wanted lane 1, but I couldn't get ahead of Madden to take it away, so just had to hold him tight to the pins, and hopefully he didn't get any momentum to try and get around me.
Well, you did a very good job in a, some would say, unfair heat, but every heat on Hydro Sim is fair. So, good job. We will see you hopefully in a jiffy. Flight 2 will come up next. What's your plan for that?
Hopefully get lane 1 so it's a little bit easier to win.
Understood. Well, you did something we haven't seen a
All
lot
right.
of tonight, and that is win from an outside lane. So good job and keep it up.
Thank you.
Matt Palmer in the GP 267. Flight 2 will be up next after a short break. We see boats on the dock. We see boats leaving the dock. We see everyone on the course. We will start with Michael DeBlock. He won Heat 1B. We interviewed him shortly before. He currently will sit in as it stands, Michael Block is in third in points. Will he look to make it 2 in a row for his heat victories? It's going to be hard with the league owner in the GP1 HRL champion boat in Carson Kelly. But how about Madden Henshaw? He raced up to second against the fastest guy in the league at the moment, Matt Palmer. We just talked to him not too long ago. We see a possible lane penalty. However, it wouldn't be because we're in the score up. We see under 140 on the clock. Seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. It is clean. Michael Block will lead everyone. However, he is in lane number 3. Carson Kelly is in lane number 2. Madden Henshaw is in lane number 1 as it stands. Everyone is in the lanes that they were scored up in. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Now 25 seconds. 20 seconds. You see the boats on the throttle. 11 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. It is a clean start. Madden Henshaw is in the inside of the course. Madden Henshaw has hit a buoy. He is all over the place. We see Carson Kelly leading. Michael Block in second. Madden Henshaw far outside in third after a possible dislodged buoy penalty. I do know he hit it. I do not know if he dislodged it. The buoy is still there at the moment, which means he just hit it. Carson Kelly is in lane. Carson Kelly is in first place as he swings wide. He swung really wide. It will give Michael DeBlock the opportunity to get into his rooster tail and possibly upset a certain Kelly boy that didn't know Michael DeBlock was where he is. Carson Kelly will swing wide again. They are deck to deck as they come down into the final lap. They touch. Michael DeBlock and Carson Kelly will tap sponsons. One more lap to go. Michael DeBlock is in lane number 1. Not a very sharp turn for him. However, he will get the momentum out of lane number 1. Carson Kelly is in second at the moment. Can he get a run down the backstretch for the final time? They will enter turn number 2 for the final time. Carson Kelly will swing out wide. Michael DeBlock will go 2-4-2 in Heat 1 in Heat 2A. We will see him drive to the pits and then see what's under review. We have a possible penalty on someone. We will wait for that. If it is... Everything looks clean to my eyes. If we look here, Michael D. Block has the lane. He is in lane number 1 and doesn't have a full rooster for Carson Kelly to jump inside. If we fast forward, it's still not a full rooster. If we come here, it's not a full rooster. If anything, it is a lane infraction on the GP1 HRO champion, Carson Kelly. We will wait for an official word. However, we will interview the unofficial winner of Heat 2A. Michael D. Block, the unofficial winner, Justin, official winner of Heat 2A. Let's go back to the final, I guess, the final 2 laps. Carson Kelly swung wide, and you got the perfect opportunity to go 2 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, I started seeing Carson go a little wide just outside the corners. I knew with my setup that I have, I know I can hug the corners tighter. So that's what gave me the advantage. I know Carson's a great driver, very competitive. You know, it all started off with during the milling, honestly. You know, the 2 of them cut me off, and I thought I was done for. I was like, oh crap, I'm starting out in lane 3. And you know, honestly, I couldn't ask for anything better. You know, he slid out way too much, and it opened up a major hole for me to cut through, and I just took it and just held on to it.
Understood. Well, you're 2 for 2 on the night. Are you going to try to make it a perfect night or just see what happens?
I would like to make it a perfect night, but honestly, we will see what happens. You know, last week, I know I went for 2 for 2, went up against Asher, and Asher beat me to everything.
Are you going to
we shall
let
see what
history
happens.
repeat itself, or if you get in a heat this time, are you going to make sure that Asher finishes second and you get the victor?
Oh, I'm definitely taking the victory on this one.
I like the attitude.
The one thing I'm looking forward to is going up against Palmer, so I'm hoping sometime during the next heat drawn, hopefully I go against Palmer because that'll be a good race. And I think, honestly, I think Matt might actually beat me on that one.
I hope there is one. Well,
We
Heat
shall see.
2B will start soon. Driver of the GP1 35 and Michael de Block.
Thanks.
We see the boats on the water. We take a quick sip of water, and then we will continue on. We see the first boat on the water is TJ Sherwinski in the GP56 Rainmaker. He finished 3rd his first heat. Following the first heat in his race, P. Willie, aka Paul Williams, took the cowling off of his boat. We'll see if that is some sort of good luck or bad luck charm for him. Then the last boat on the water, already cutting, already milling, the last week's race winner, and this week's, he's already won a heat. Can he go 2 for 2, or will another quick person, he hasn't raced in a while, but another quick driver and TJ Sherwinski get victor? We see TJ leapfrog Matt for lane number 1. 8 seconds to the score up. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. It is a clean score up. It is clean. TJ Sherwinski has the lane and he will drive with it. Matt Palmer is in lane number 2. This is not the start. Paul Williams did not get a good score up. This is not the start. We have 39 seconds to the start of Heat 2B. Under 30 seconds to the start of Heat 1. Oh my goodness. Heat 2B. Now 20 seconds to the start. We see the boats winding up. TJ Sherwinski will be in lane 1. Matt Palmer, lane 2. Paul Williams far outside lane 5 or 6. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mark. In a sudden heartbreak, TJ Sherwinski has jumped the start. Your legal winner, your legal leader is Matt Palmer. As of now, the officials will review it, but as of now, Matt Palmer is your race leader. However, even not with the penalty, Matt Palmer would be your race leader. Jeez, TJ Sherwinski got really close to that buoy as he will rock the sponsons, go down into turn number 1 next to Matt Palmer, hugging the buoys, trying to find everything he can to be on the water, the race winner. But Matt Palmer is doing everything he can to keep his perfect night going. Matt Palmer will enter turn number 2, slightly swing out wide. TJ Sherwinski will come out, and it seems to look for the white flag. Can TJ on the water hold it for one final lap? They touch, they're out of it, they wrecked. TJ will keep going, Matt will keep going, but Paul Williams might have just found the break he needs. We will see if there is a penalty on either of them. Paul Williams, there is a penalty on the GP 56. He will finish 3rd. But out of turn number 2, never mind. Paul Williams has hit a buoy. Everything going out of hand. Now Matt Palmer, following the wreck, reset his boat and will win Heat 2B. What just happened? That was one of the most hectic races I have watched in a bit. Paul Williams, all he had to do was just finish, and he got a buoy ever so slightly, taking away his hopes at beating the 2 fastest people in the league. So let's get the driver of the GP 267 into the announcement booth, and let's see how much his heart is pounding after that race. The
That was
winner
fun while it
of
lasted.
the possibly most hectic race I've seen in a bit. Matt Palmer, take me through what just happened.
I don't even know. I know people were jumping the gun and hitting buoys, and it was real windy out there.
The most I saw was TJ jumped it, proceeded to hit you. You guys wrecked. Paul Williams went down into turn number 2 and last lap hit a buoy. Somehow you became victorious. It wasn't pretty, but you are 2 for 2 on the night. What's the plan to make it 3 for 3?
Hopefully have just as much luck going for the rest of the night.
Well, you've done really well. You're the fastest boat on the water currently, and you will probably continue to be that way. I don't know what people have to do to beat you, but whatever you're doing right, keep doing it. Good luck the rest of the night. I got ya. There you go. we see Heat 2C beginning. We will see the Heat 1A winner and Connor Harnack in the GP 888. We see the third place finisher of his first heat, Damian Torres-Maddox, making also his first start. And in second, the current entering the night points leader, Asher Kelly. Can he find a way to secure a first place and secure his points back? We see him cutting the course. We see 150 on the clock. As it stands, your current points leader is Matt Palmer. We see Carson Kelly. No, not Carson Kelly. Connor Harnack, my apologies. Going around, cutting, and he will try to get the run-up. We see Damian Torres-Maddox also trying to get the run-up, and we will see Asher Kelly in lane 1 as it stands. Connor Harnack has the boat speed. He might be a tad early. He's in lane number 2 as it stands. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Mark! And they are clean. It is a clean score up as it stands. And Connor Harnack is over. He barrel rolled his boat. He is allowed to continue, but that is not the thing he wanted now. And we're 40 seconds to the start of Heat 2B. 2C. Heat 2C. Another flight after this. Damian Torres-Maddox is clear to lane number 2. I do not know why he didn't take it. 20 seconds to the start. We see Connor Harnack entering the picture again. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. It is a clean start. Asher Kelly is your leader, but Connor Harnack is in lane number 2. Asher Kelly will lead them out of the corner for the first time, and we see Connor on the outside. He is not gaining, but he's not losing. We will see them enter turn number 2 for the first out of 3 times around. Connor Harnack is still giving up a fight. I do not know if he has enough in that boat to win this heat. Asher Kelly will lead lap number 1 in Foley as they go down to the backstretch for the second of 2 times around. Asher Kelly continues to pull on Connor Harnack as they will enter turn number 2. Asher Kelly will look left, look right, see the white flag, and hopefully hold off a quickly charging Connor Harnack for another lap. And we see Asher Kelly rocking the sponson, doing everything he can to keep off Connor Harnack. As we will go down the backstretch for the third and final time. We do see a buoy penalty, another buoy penalty on the GP15. We saw the GP12 get really light. I do not think Connor Harnack has anything to challenge for Asher Kelly. Out of turn number 2, Asher Kelly will win Heat 2C. Second place finisher is Connor Harnack. Third place finisher will be Damian Torres-Maddox. I do believe he DNF'd. Yes, he will not finish the heat. So Asher Kelly, your Heat 2C winner. Let's get him in the booth. We will not get Asher Kelly in the announcer booth. He is not in the driver's booth. So, yeah. Now he is. Asher Kelly, driver of the GP12 and winner of Heat 2C. You finished that kind of hectic but very consistent heat. You had a very fast charging Connor Harnack on your outside. How did you keep him off for 3 laps?
I was kind of like, I was running kind of wide, so he couldn't really kick me. But almost screwed up. I was quick because when I was going down, it was really rough, and I hit a wake and it popped up. But also, it turned kind of almost screwed me because when it hit a turn, it just I just it kept on the hooking kind of, and it slowed me down about.
Well, you've done very well, and I believe currently you sit second, just 110 points away from Matt Palmer. What is your plans to hopefully beat him?
Get them inside and try to like running like 1.5. So
Well, understood. Good luck the rest of the night. GP12 Asher Kelly. Okay. Flight 3 up next. We see the boats leaving the dock. This might just be the heat of the night, if not the heat of the season. In the first boat we will look at, Carson Kelly, the league's owner and the brother of the guy, the driver we just talked to, Asher Kelly. Carson Kelly has had a very consistent night of second place finishes. He has not yet won a heat. Do we see Carson Kelly win one here? Up next, Michael D. Block. He is 2 for 2 on the night. Could we see a possible 3 for 3? He went 2 for 2 last race. Can he snap the streak of ending his perfect night at only 2 for 2? It's going to be hard because the only other perfect night, Matt Palmer, the fastest boat on the water as it stands now, the defending race winner, the current as it stands high points leader, GP 267 Matt Palmer. We have 135 to the start. Now 130 to the start. We see Carson Kelly and Michael DeBlock already scored up. 20 seconds to the score up. Matt Palmer will come and try to do the heater, but not quite work. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mark. Clean score up. Michael DeBlock will lead the score up, but Carson Kelly has lane 1 at the moment. Michael DeBlock does not clear him. So Carson Kelly will be in lane number 1. Michael DeBlock, lane number 2. The second of 2 perfect night drivers. Matt Palmer, the chaotic winner in that chaotic heat earlier tonight. Matt Palmer in lane number 3. And we see 20 seconds to the start of heat 3A. And we see the boats fire up. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carson Kelly had to lift. We see Michael DeBlock in lane number 2. Carson Kelly, lane 1. He will lead us out of lane number 1. He will lead lap number 1, out of turn number 1. But Michael DeBlock pulls them tight. They get tight. They touch. They have wrecked. Matt Palmer will get out, and Matt Palmer will probably get just the right break he needed. He was in 3. He said he wanted 1 earlier when we talked to him. He gets the break he wanted. He got the lane. The other 2 boats wrecked, and that's a bummer because I was excited for this heat. We will see who has a penalty on the race course. But on the race course, as it stands right now, Matt Palmer is your leader. He has just about checked out. In second place at the moment is Carson Kelly. And in third place at the moment, unofficially, is Michael DeBlock. But another chaotic, wreck-filled heat for the GP267 Palmer Motorsports Matt Palmer, as he will just ride that canard, not wanting to mess up. And we see that boat rock out of turn number 2 for the final time. He will go 3 for 3 unofficially on the night. Matt Palmer picks up his 400 points and the checkered flag. In second place, following the collision between him and the GP135, Carson Kelly will exit turn number 2 as he will look down the shoreline in disappointment. Another second place finish, just a shy, and in third, regardless of a penalty on Carson Kelly or himself. He will end his perfect night, and this 2 for 2 streak will not continue. It's official. It is a clean heat, no call. They're scoring it a racing incident. Michael DeBlock will challenge the call. We will go back to the call, but first, while they challenge, we shall talk to the unofficial winner of Heat 3A, and Matt Palmer. Make sure he's ready. Yes, he is. Matt Palmer, another wreck-filled heat. Another crazy, I don't even know what to call it, but you are 3 for 3 on the night. What just happened?
I don't know.
Are we
Got Lady
watching
Luck on
just
my
a
side.
rerun of the previous heat? What was that?
Uh, I don't know. They were racing hard. I wasn't. I had no plans to try and track them down. I figured I was in the final, and I guess they came together and handed me another win. So we'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. They're challenging it now, but
Oh,
I don't
are
know.
they? Oh yeah, I see
They are
down here.
challenging. They are voting the call. So I
Yeah, I see that. Oh, it's 50-50.
on my screen it seemed like Carson Kelly went loose into him.
Yeah,
However,
it did look like a little
with
drift out to me.
with him, it is either a racing incident or a penalty. Yeah, that's on Carson, dude.
Yeah, I think he
100%.
drifted out
Like
a little too far
if
out.
you wanna literally like actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm gonna mute my mic on the stream real quick. Hold on. A current penalty in development.
Mic off.
Racing incident is the call. No penalty. We see boats leaving the dock. Just a two-boat heat currently, as it seems. A yellow boat in Michael. A yellow boat in Carson. Oh my goodness. A yellow boat in Asher Kelly, and the other yellow boat, Damian Torres Maddox. Do we see a possible first heat win for him, or do we see a dominance performance by the GP12 and Asher Kelly? 2 minutes, 15 seconds to decide.
Mic off. Mic on.
$150 to the start. Damian Torres Maddox will go all the way down. And see Asher Kelly on the bottom of the racehorse. 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. No challenges for Asher Kelly. Damian Torres Maddox far behind. Asher Kelly pretty much in a one-boat heat. Damian Torres Maddox needs to find something to do. Asher Kelly is just slow rolling at this moment. 38 seconds to the start of Heat 3B. We slowly see Asher Kelly. We slowly see Damian. My apologies, Damian on the outside of Asher Kelly. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Clean. Asher Kelly is in lane number 1. Damian Torres Maddox, lane number 2. He does not have a good turn. Asher Kelly will continue to lead and just forget about having a competition. It is a lovely Thursday night drive for Asher Kelly. Damian has not had a good handling boat. He has not had speed. He has not had a good night. And it did not seem to be another good night, good race for him. Asher Kelly will continue to lead. Is there ever going to be a mistake by Asher Kelly? Now would be the time, thinks Damian. Damian looks in front of him as he will pray and hope that the GP12 Asher Kelly will make some mistake, but I do not see it happening. He will look to his left, look to his right, see the white flag. Asher Kelly will come down onto lap number 3 of 3. He will enter turn number 1 for the third and final time around as he will exit the apex going down to the backstretch. No challenging around him. And he is just crushing the field of one other. He will look to his left, look to his right, wave to his parents, wave to his fans, and pick up 400 and another checkered flag on the night. Damian Torres-Maddox, his first non-last place. He will pick up second in the heat. We will interview the GP12, Asher Kelly, right now. Asher Kelly, winner of Heat 3B, a two-boat heat. Not much going for the competitiveness. You could pretty much just rest and do what you needed to do. You got it done, though.
Yeah. Madden, he's been fast, but fortunately he couldn't make that heat. Damien, he was good on his start, but Bryce ended up pulling away from him and ended up getting the win.
Well, good job. You sit, I believe, in... double check. You are second as of now in the race standings and are second as of now in point standings. So good luck in trying to catch Matt Palmer. Asher Kelly, GP12. Not much of a break in between Heat 3B and 3C. We will see the GP 888 and Connor Harnack in the El Toro Loco 2024. Connor Harnack won his first heat after losing and then lost to, I believe it was Asher Kelly. Yes, it was. He lost to Asher Kelly in Heat 2C, but won Heat 1A. Paul Williams in the GP 55 high tension. He finished third his first heat and second his second heat. We'll see if he can finish first in his third heat. And lastly, TJ Serwinski. He has finished third in both of his heats, so he is hoping for a higher points finish in this race. We're within a minute. I missed the score up. That is my fault. TJ Serwinski will be in lane number 1. Connor Harnack in lane number 2. Paul Williams on the far outside. He did not catch the score up. He will have to get the far outside lane. But lane number 1, TJ. Lane number 2, Connor. And lane number 3 is Paul. And we are within 30 seconds to the start of Heat 3C. $14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. And it is a clean start. These two battled it out earlier, and they battle it now. TJ will pull in tight with Connor, but Connor Harnack will lead out of turn number 1. He controls the arc into turn number 2. He goes wide. TJ will come out, and Connor Harnack hits the rooster tail of TJ. He will unhook his boat. Let's see if he can pull him in. TJ Sherwinski in the GP56 Rainmaker. He will lead into turn number 1 for the second of 3 times around. He is into the backstretch for the second of 2 times around. Connor Harnack will continue to lose ground on the GP56. TJ Sherwinski will look to his left, look to his right, see the white flag as he will enter the final lap in Tonawanda Heat 3C. He comes down into turn number 1 for the final time. Connor Harnack in utter heartbreak as he tried everything to get done, but nothing challenging for TJ Sherwinski. They will enter turn number 2 for the third and final time around. TJ Sherwinski will pop up his cockpit lid, wave to the fans, and pick up his 400 points and first place. Connor Harnack picks up a second place, and in third is Paul Williams in the GP55. So the first time winner this season for TJ Sherwinski, we will get him in the booth shortly after he pulls his boat into the pits. TJ Sherwinski had a tough start to the night, but a very big bounce back and won Heat 3C. What's your plan for the Connie and final going forward?
Well, now that I finally shook the rust off, because I've been spending the last couple of years refereeing SNHL, I haven't done much driving. Plan is domination.
Nothing short of it, just plain domination.
That's my goal.
Understood. Let's go back to, I believe it was end of lap number 1. Connor Harnack went into your rooster tail and unhooked his boat. Were you kind of scared that he was going to catch you, or were you just looking forward and not checking your mirrors?
Just looking forward, not checking my mirrors, not worried about Connor. There's other people I'm worried about. Connor's not one of them. I just worried about him taking me out. That's about it. But no, I'm only kidding. No, I honestly, I was just focused on my race. I don't usually pay attention to the rest of whoever's around me. So.
Well, you missed last race, and these 400 points will definitely help you in the high points. Good luck in getting more points and a eventual, hopeful championship run.
Thank you very much.
TJ Sherwinski in the GP56.
Mic off. Mic on.
We see the Connie about to begin. A two-boat Connie will consist of Paul Williams and Damian Torres Maddox. Personally, I do not know what is gonna happen. Both boats just went back to the pits for some reason. They two-lap race, no score up. Both boats finishing third. Actually, I believe currently points standing, Paul Williams is in a better spot than Damian Torres Maddox. No. Yes, they are. No, they are tied in points, both at 780 points. We see under a minute on the clock. Where are our boats? You see P. Willie, aka Paul Williams, in turn number 1. We see Damian Torres Maddox on the far behind. P. Willie is on the outside of the course. That's a penalty. So currently, I believe it should be Damian Torres Maddox in the final. 2 seconds, 1 mark. Clean start to the Connie. Damian Torres Maddox and P. Willie hit a buoy and lane infraction and all over the place. Damian Torres Maddox will continue to lead at the moment as he will go down turn number 2. The far outside boat is Paul Williams. He does not get a good turn. A possible lane infraction. I don't even know what's happening. Paul Williams onto the in. I don't know what's happening. White flag is out. Connie's doing chaos, and I'm telling you now, this isn't me stuttering. I'm just confused on what is happening. Damian Torres Maddox inside lane. Paul Williams outside lane. Paul Williams exited the course earlier during the score-up. It should be a penalty. However, Damian Torres Maddox unhooked his boat. Lane violation. It might be a penalty. We might have just no calls. I don't know. But on the water, as it stands, Paul Williams is your Connie winner. It is so scored up now. The winner of the Connie is the GP15 Damian Torres Maddox. I do believe. I do believe it is official. The winner of your Tonawanda Connie is Damian Torres Maddox. A two-boat Connie. What happened? You got your first GP League win. Take me through it.
I mean, on the first lap, as if you noticed, like at the last turn, I kind of lost myself due to like the current, and I thought it was gonna be over, but I didn't recognize that Paul was out in the DMZ area. But I was just making sure the boat isn't over and still up and going. Yeah.
Understood. Well, you are in the final as the trailer boat. You make your first final in your first start. Not many people can say that. Also, not many people are able to just have a turnaround as you just did. You finished second in your last heat. However, a two-boat heat, technically, you finish last in all of your heats. What isn't going well in that boat?
I don't think it's nothing that's going well in the boat. I think it's mostly just like my like turning capability. I mean, I'm over here racing on a controller, not on like a steering wheel. So
Do you have a
it's
setup loaded?
yes, I have a setup loaded right now,
Okay.
and I just think it's probably just me not putting in at least enough like turning capability to make, or like need to put at least less in so I don't like have like, any issues while like
Well,
turning.
the current talk in the corners is you must drop the canard before the turn, and you did not do that. However, what is your plan for the final and the races to commence in the season?
I mean, my plans for at least whenever I make the finals, I'm at least planning to keep the boat going, not flipping. Um, for the rest of the races or heats that I'm in, I'm just planning to make sure the boat isn't over on the water.
Well, good luck. You've picked up your first, technically not heat wins, not points, but you're in the final. Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good
Damian
one.
Torres Maddox, GP15. Up next, the Tonawanda final after a short break. Oh. I apologize for the no audio. I just got a notification from YouTube for copyright claims. I don't know what is copyrighted. All the logos I'm using is fine, but I don't know. I wish I could tell you guys. I wish I could tell the viewers, but I don't know. Wrapping up, what kind of bummer. Matt Palmer wins. Connor Harnack will finish second. Asher Kelly finishes third. All the way down due to a lane violation, Carson Kelly finishes fifth. Damian Torres Maddox will finish sixth, and fourth place is TJ Sherwinski. I am sorry again for the no audio. It is a YouTube issue. I unmuted my OBS after the break. I don't know what, why, or when, or who, or what. Um, it 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 it's really YouTube is just can be your friend and your enemy at the same time, and I guess today it decided to be my enemy for the final. It sucks, but we'll wait on interviews. We'll start with Asher Kelly whenever they're ready. Connor Harnack originally finished third, got bumped up to second after a lane violation on the second place boat. What could you have done better to beat the hard charging perfect night, Matt Palmer?
Not get cut off. Um, yeah, no, it was a good night. I'm proud of Matt. He's a hell of a driver and he's fast. and he's tough to beat. So that's all that matters. I mean, it's a good points tonight. Only missing one race last weekend. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
So, as it stands, you finished second in the final. I haven't checked the high points, but you are high in the high points. I assume you are fifth in high points after one race. There are people that raced both races that aren't higher. Actually, I don't think there are. Never mind. Disregard what I said. However, you will be a threat. You have been a threat for the races you race in SNHL, and I can see that the talent converts to that. So, good luck the rest of the season, and hopefully, I will interview you for a final win next week.
Yeah, no, hopefully that'll happen. But right now we're just taking it one race at a time. So
And hopefully,
thanks,
I
Nate.
quit getting copyrighted.
Yeah, and hopefully you quit calling me Carson.
Okay,
All right, bye.
I'm tired. uh, okay. Matt Palmer, GP 267, the first perfect night of the season, and the now first place points, high points leader. After two races, what is your plan for the rest of the series? Just to run away with it?
Yeah, I would like to run away with it, but I think it's now just try and manage the points and just not have any bad nights.
Understood. Now, are the rumors true that if you have flames on your boats, you become faster?
It appears that way, doesn't it?
Well, good
Yeah.
good job. Unfortunately, YouTube decided not to have my good announcer track on the final. Dumb copyright bots copyrighted the whole thing. There's no audio. Um, it's unfortunate. However, I can tell you, there's audio now.
Okay.
um, and hopefully in the next week or so, I can hopefully not get copyrighted.
Yeah.
For you, good luck the rest of the season. Your boat is probably the prettiest one out here, and it looks good in Victory Lane.
Thank you.
And that is a wrap from Tonawanda, race number 2 on the season. Again, I apologize for the copyright claim. Nothing I can do there. However, I will promise you this much. 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time next week on HydroSim Madison. And I'll see you there all next week. Good night, everyone.